Good morning. So this morning, everything is just flowing, and I'm just allowing it all to come. When it starts flowing in, I wanted to get back and do a whole bunch of work. I got back from my hike and do a whole bunch of work, but I see that there's just a consistent and constant flow, and I'm just going to allow it to come through as it's coming. And I want to talk about how bearing witness to something, it may it becomes co-creation. When you bear witness to something, you become its co-creator. Um, it allows the thing that you are witnessing to become into form. Um, it goes back to the old saying: if there is a tree that falls in the forest and there's nobody there to hear the sound, does it make a sound? And it's a paradox of sorts. If there is no witness, I mean, obviously, if there is no witness, our ears interpret vibration as sound, are able to filter certain vibrations into sound, and that is how we hear them. So if there isn't an interpreter of the vibration, there is no sound. But the minute that there is a witness to it, the minute that you become into the situation and it's like a triangle. The minute that there is a witness, then the thing becomes real in itself. And I kind of see it as also like if you look back in history at Jesus's work, without a witness to witness the miracles that he did, were there miracles? Would there have been any kind of weight to them? Would they have had any kind of effect or impact on the world? So there had to have been witnesses, which are the Gospels or his disciples, in order for him and his work to exist. If there is nobody there to see how magnificent the work that he is doing is, then his work is not magnificent because there is no witness to it. So it's kind of like, in order for something to be, there has to be a triangle. There has to be three parts. If you only have two parts, you have a flat line and it doesn't have any depth to it. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just a flat line. There is no depth there. Even in conversation between two people, there can be two people, but there can also be a witness of the two people witnessing. But that's already getting into much more a different line of thought than what I want to get into here. And so when I really think about it, it's just like a teacher. A teacher is only as good as his best student. A teacher is measured upon what information he is able to pass on. So if this teacher has all of this information and there's nobody there to witness it, if Einstein had all of these ideas and he put them out and nobody could understand what he was talking about, would the ideas have any value to them? There's fighter jets going over. We're about an hour from the border. So they just keep on going. They're constantly in the air, just constantly. Right now I'm at my parents' house. In a minute I'll turn it around and show you where I'm at. Sitting by their pool. And I was thinking about when I was hiking off the mountain about these videos that I'm doing, and that as a witness, you become a co-creator of whatever it is that I am doing. Also, because I was thinking about what I said yesterday about the media, about when the media talk about certain things, then they allow whoever is doing the whatever they're doing a stage. They're giving them a stage, and if these people didn't have stages, half of the things wouldn't come to be, because there would be no purpose in it if nobody was there to see it, if they didn't get the attention from the media. So it's kind of like the media is co-creating the news, is co-creating the news, what they're broadcasting. They're partners in it. And it's kind of like when I like to dance, and I like to dance especially to live music, because when you dance to live music, you can connect with the instruments and you connect with the people that are making the music, and then you become a co-creator of the music because you vibe off of each other. So I can separate the music and I can dance to the drums, and I can connect with the drummer, and the drummer can see that I'm connecting to according to how I'm dancing, or the moves, like the drums and the bass, they move the bottom part of your body, and the guitar moves kind of like your hands and your chest area. The violin moves your higher areas. I'm sweating. I just got back from a hike, I said. So you become a co-creator of the music, and you have an effect with the band. You affect the music, and then you're kind of like co-creating the music that you're dancing for, and it creates this cycle, and you become part of the cycle, part of the music, as an influencer, as a witness to it. And I feel like it's the same thing with these videos. I was thinking about, well, would I be making the videos if there was nobody there to watch them? Would I make videos if I didn't have access to YouTube to be able to put them there for people to be able to watch them? And the answer is probably not. And the spiritual awakening, because I was talking before in a video that whoever is watching this is a witness to my spiritual awakening, and it's creating like this round exchange of energy, because what I'm going through, I'm putting forth, and then you, as the viewer or as the witness, are able to experience what I'm experiencing, and it's broadening your world into whatever my world is. Broadening your world with not only your world, it's enriching your world with my world and my way of looking at the same things that you're going through. And it's kind of a co-creation, because my spiritual awakening, ever since I've been making these videos and talking about it, has advanced like light years. I've been on this spiritual path for the last 10 years, ever since I made that massive change in my life, moved from the States back to Israel, closed my business. Well, I kept it open for a little while, but I closed my business down in the States and I got back to family, back to nature, quit drinking, and went into therapy and started talking about things. And I realized that with me, talking through things allows me, first of all, to channel things. So I get divine knowledge that comes through me. And also I get to know what I know. And I get to talk through ancient traumas. And as you talk them through, it's like taking this something that is out in the ethers. It's like a big ball of knowledge that is kind of mirupal. Mirupal means like it's hazy and it's cloudy. And in order to put them into words, into a sequence of sounds that other people can understand, then I have to collect my thoughts and narrow them down into this one line so that I can speak them out and bring them into the world. So it's like abracadabra. Whatever I speak becomes. Or it's also touching all of my traumas and allowing me to work through all of my traumas verbally, and to have witness to them, have witness to whatever knowledge I've gotten, whatever knowledge is coming through me. It's not my knowledge, yeah, it's coming through me. It's also mine. It's also an assessment of everything that I've been through. It's a collective. It's a collective of the collective, but it's also a collective of my life and what I've been through and my own experiences, and which is also divine. I'm human. I come from this universe. It's part of me. So being able to talk through it is therapy for me, and as witnesses to my therapy, you become part of it. You also become witnesses of it. So there is like a ownership. And when I speak my words, I am very careful and very clear about my thought and what I'm saying, and making it as pure as I can and as coherent as possible and comprehensive as possible, also for my sake, but also for my viewers' sake. And you become part of the process, because if you were not a witness to it, then there would not be a cycle. And so you're creating a cycle of give and take. So it's a cycle of me being able to speak and to give, but I'm also getting back. I'm getting back the witness of, and I'm getting back other people's perspectives that write into me. All of the perspectives I appreciate. I had somebody write into me the other day, some nasty. It's like they came in and put a little nasty on my video, and for me it's perspective. For me, it really, I want to say that for me, in the place that I am, and being able to openly talk about it, I think that I'm also able to openly talk about everything that I'm going through, because that I realize that every single person is their own, they project outwardly whatever is within them. So if somebody is putting off all of their garbage onto me, it's because that garbage is within them. It's like Wayne Dyer and Louise Hayes. Louise Hay, I heard them both say um, that when you squeeze orange juice, when you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice, and you don't expect to get anything else. And it's just like a human. When you squeeze a human, like you put them in a place of pressure, or put them into a place where they feel something uncomfortable. And I know that a lot of times my openness, I come across this in my real life, that I have like this openness, that a lot of times when you meet somebody that is hiding from their own selves, when they meet somebody that is completely authentic and also open about the weaknesses, then it's something that is a little bit difficult for them to swallow. It also doesn't feel authentic to them because they have never met something like that before and never come up against it before. And so and all of my life, basically, I've met that wall, because I've always been kind of different and open by nature. And so I've learned not to take those things personally. They are not personal. They're personal for the person that is saying them, but it's not about me. It's them seeing me through their perspective. Now I can kind of sort through what they're saying. The real nastiest anymore, I really just I can see through it. Because I've been through those places within myself, I can really see them for what they are, just like automatically. I don't even need to think about it. But a lot of times I get reflections back that I can look at it and say, okay, so my perspective is not absolute. There are other perspectives here that are also valid and legitimate, and places that other people are in, it's like that stream I was saying, like there's little streams coming off of the main river, and so I'm in one little stream and their life path is taking them through another little stream, and it's all of the same value. The universe is so vast, and there's so much knowledge to know, and I guess that is the path that they're on and what they need to be seeing at this point in their life, and the lessons that they need to be getting. And it's all okay. See, we're all connected to different streams, databases, different knowledge, different experiences, different things that we've come to learn in this lifetime, different past lives. And so everything is legitimate, and everything is for a reason, and every single person is exactly where they need to be at each and every moment. As you watch my spiritual awakening, by being a witness to my spiritual awakening through these videos, you can see my evolving, and you can see how every day when I do a new video, it is a lot of what I'm talking about is an evolution of what I've been talking about in the last few days. So it's advancing. I'm constantly in advancement, and I really want to thank all my viewers for being co-creators of all of this. And that's really the way that I see it. It's a synergy. It's an energy that is in a flow, and it's round. It's if they're the witnesses to it are co-creators of it, and the witnesses to it are allowing me to be an expression, and allowing me a stage, and allowing me to work through everything that I'm working through. So all of these realizations, a lot of times they come as I go. And so it's really like looking at things as a triangle. When there is a witness, it makes it real. So let's say if I'm having a conversation with somebody, I am in that conversation. When there's a third party witnessing the conversation, it adds a whole new perception of the conversation that is happening. I'm in my perception, this person's in their perception, and this person is able to see the pyramid from all the different parts. So it closes all the angles. So in order for there to be any kind of substance to something, there has to be witness to it. There has to be angles to it. In order for a circle to become a circle, it has to have the void that is in between. It has to have the area for interpretation. It has to have um, um, all the different shades in it. It has to be whole. So the smallest amount of points for something to become whole is the pyramid. And it's coming back to a video that I did this morning when I was talking a lot about the pyramid, a lot about different pyramids. You can watch that. It's going to be up right before this video. And it was channeled, and it was really super interesting, I think, in my opinion. So I just want to thank everybody for being, co-creators of this station with me and being with me, and for all of your remarks and writing into me and giving me different perspectives. I really appreciate it, and I get a lot of enlightened perspectives and new ways of looking at it. And a lot of times I read the remarks and I'm like, they get it. They get it. And a lot of times I read the remark and it gives me a whole different way of looking at it, a whole different aspect of looking at it. But I'm feeling a lot of love, mainly. I'm feeling a lot of love, and that you guys truly get it. You guys truly get it. So, in appreciation, thank you. And when this continues to flow, I'm just going to allow it to flow. Now I'm going to go get busy. Oh, I was going to show you where I'm at. So this is where I'm sitting. Behind me is an olive grove. This is my parents' workshop where they work. And the pool, there's chickens running around the yard. These are my parents' work. They do sculptures. So these are the sculptures they're drawing. I wonder if I can show you what's here. Yeah, it's a mosaic, but it's not painted yet. It's the loaves and fishes. And my mother's garden. This part is closed in because of the chickens. And my mother's little doggies. Okay, so I appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching.